Most men over 40 think casual means effort-free. Wealthy men know better. Casual is where your judgment shows. No formality to hide behind. Just choices that either signal success or betray complacency. There are 12 specific items that separate the two. Let's talk about what they are. If you're still here, you get it. You're one of the useful elders. Men who know restraint beats flash every time. Subscribe now. This channel is for those who evolve, not stagnate. Look, I understand why you reach for what's familiar. After decades, you know what fits, what lasts, what doesn't irritate you. That's not laziness. That's efficiency. But here's the shift. Comfort and craftsmanship aren't enemies. The right upgrades feel better and look exponentially sharper. Small changes, disproportionate impact on how people read you. Looking wealthy after 40 has nothing to do with labels plastered across your chest. It's texture, weight, how fabric moves when you walk. Actual wealthy men don't announce. They imply. Through stitching quality. Through pieces that fit their frame, not a mannequin's. This isn't cosplay. It's calibration. Intentional decisions that communicate competence before you speak. Let's go through these 12. Some will surprise you. The sequence isn't random. Each piece compounds the next into a complete, understated presence. First, your shoes. Most men default to chunky athletic sneakers or beat-up casual shoes they've owned since 2015. Here's the problem. Worn rubber soles, faded colors, and bulky silhouettes immediately code as stopped caring. People notice shoes first and judge last. The wealthy alternative? Minimalist leather sneakers or suede loafers in neutral tones. Off-white, gray, tan, navy. Full-grain leather, not synthetic. Clean lines, slim profile, quality stitching. Brands like Common Projects, Beckett Simonon, or even well-made Italian options if you know where to look. This single change shifts how people interpret everything else you're wearing. Sharp footwear suggests you pay attention to details others miss. It anchors your outfit from the ground up. Here's why this is foundational. Shoes are the only item people subconsciously check to validate your overall presentation. Get this right, and you've passed the first credibility test without opening your mouth. Second, your pants. The default mistake? Baggy jeans with pre-distressed fading, or thin chinos that wrinkle the moment you sit down. Cheap denim feels papery. Loose fits make you look shorter and heavier than you are. Bad fabric broadcasts that you grabbed whatever was convenient. Fit and fabric trump the label every time. Look for mid to heavyweight denim, 12 to 14 ounces, in dark indigo or black with minimal fade. Straight or slim cut, not skinny. Mid-rise, never low. For chinos, seek substantial cotton twill that holds structure. The fabric should have presence, not cling or sag. Why this matters? Pants create your silhouette. They determine proportions before anyone registers what's happening up top. Dialed-in trousers make average shirts look intentional. Sloppy pants sabotage even expensive tops. The reframe. Your pants establish whether you look pulled together or improvised. They're not supporting actors. They're the foundation of every casual outfit you'll build from here forward. Third, a quality neutral knit. Cheap sweaters betray themselves instantly. Pilling after 2 washes, synthetic sheen under light, sleeves that stretch out, bodies that bag at the waist. Budget knitwear feels scratchy or clammy. It looks exactly like what it is, an afterthought. Invest in merino wool, cashmere blends, or premium cotton knits. These materials breathe, drape naturally, and age gracefully instead of disintegrating. Stick to navy, charcoal, camel, or gray. Perfect fit through the shoulders, slight taper at the waist, sleeves that end at your wrist bone. Neutrals aren't boring, they're strategic. They layer under anything, work across seasons, and never compete for attention. You look composed, not costume-y. Here's the status insight. Truly wealthy men wear the same excellent basics repeatedly. They're not chasing variety through cheap volume. They've identified what works and invested in multiples. One great knit worn 50 times signals more wealth than 10 mediocre ones rotated desperately. Fourth, your watch. The trap most men fall into? Oversized sport chronographs that looked cool at 30 but now read as trying too hard. 50mm cases. Aggressive bezels. Neon accents. After 40, that aesthetic fights against maturity instead of complementing it. Simplicity and craftsmanship win. A clean dial, minimal complications, understated elegance. Look for 38 to 42mm cases, proportionate to your wrist, not dominating it. Leather straps in brown or black, or refined metal bracelets. Avoid logos screaming from the face. Brands matter less than execution. A well-made Seiko beats a gaudy luxury piece every time. What changes? A refined watch signals you respect both time and precision. It suggests discipline. People subconsciously register whether your watch looks considered or grabbed off a clearance rack. The shift isn't about price, it's about restraint. Wealthy men wear watches that whisper capability rather than shout insecurity. Your wrist tells a story. Make sure it's the right one. Fifth, your outerwear. Most men grab oversized puffer jackets with loud branding or worn bomber jackets from a decade ago. These either drown your frame or hang limp with age. Either way, they make you invisible or worse, forgettable. Tailoring and fabric separate amateurs from intentional dressers. A structured wool top coat, a tailored field jacket, or a clean Harrington in quality cotton twill. The fabric should have weight and texture. The shoulders should align with yours, not extend past them. Sleeves into your thumb base. Length hits mid-thigh for coats, waist for jackets. For men over 40, fit through the chest and shoulders matters more than trendiness. Avoid anything too cropped or boxy. Classic proportions with modern cuts. Here's the reality. Outerwear frames your entire presence. It's what people see when you arrive and what they remember as you leave. A sharp jacket suggests everything underneath is equally considered. Sloppy outerwear kills credibility before the conversation starts. Quick pause. If you're still here, that means something. You're not scrolling for quick fixes, you're building a foundation. That's exactly what the useful elders do. We refine, we don't reinvent ourselves out of panic. If you haven't subscribed yet, do it now. You're in the right place. Let's keep going. Sixth, leather accessories, your belt, wallet, or bag. Cheap leather announces itself immediately. It's stiff, plasticky, cracks within months. Bonded leather is just glued scraps pretending to be real. It peels, flakes, and dies young. People clock it even if they don't consciously know why. Full-grain leather is different. It's the top layer of the hide, dense, durable, alive. It develops patina over years, darkening and softening with character. This is leather that improves as it ages, not disintegrates. Look for details, tight, even stitching. Solid brass or stainless hardware, not cheap zinc that tarnishes. Edge finishing that's burnished, not rough. A belt should feel substantial in your hands. Here's what matters. Quality leather goods last decades. Your belt outlives trends. Your wallet becomes an heirloom. People register these details subconsciously. The weight, the texture, the way light hits the surface. It signals you invest in things that endure, not disposable substitute. Yes. Seventh, an elevated basic tee or polo. Standard tees look lazy because they are thin fabric that shows every bulge, stretched necklines, hems that curl after one wash. Cheap polos fare worse. Collars that won't stay flat, logos that scream discount rack, fit that's either baggy or clean. GY. Fabric weight changes everything. Look for heavyweight cotton, at least 200 GSM for tees. Peak or Supama cotton for polos. The material should have body and structure, not transparency. Fit matters. Shoulders align precisely. Sleeves hit mid-bicep. Length covers your belt without excess. Necklines stay crisp. Crew necks that don't sag. Polo collars with interfacing that holds SH. Ape. The luxury basics philosophy. Own 3 perfect ones, not 15 mediocre ones. Wash less. Wear more. Replace RA. Rely. Here's the status insight. Simplicity executed flawlessly is the ultimate flex. Anyone can buy loud. Making a plain white tee look expensive requires taste, fit, and quality most men never achieve. That's power. Eighth, quality sunglasses. Outdated styles age you instantly. Wraparound sports frames, tiny oval lenses from the 2000s, or oversized aviators that swallow your face. These don't complement mature features. They fig. HT them. Frame shapes matter more after 40. Square or rectangular frames add structure to softer faces. Browline or Clubmaster styles work for angular features. Classic Wayfarers remain versatile. The key, frames proportional to your face width, not trends from 15Y. Years ago, lens quality separates budget from investment. Polarized glass lenses, not cheap plastic. True UV protection. Colors that enhance contrast, gray, brown, green, not novelty tints. Branding should be minimal or interior. No logos dominating the temples. Here's the perception shift. Sunglasses frame your face the way matting frames art. Poor frames cheapen everything. Quality frames enhance bone structure, draw attention to your eyes, suggest you understand proportion, and permanence. Your face is the most valuable asset you present. Why would you frame it with anything less than intentional? Ninth, a quality grooming essential. Cologne, precision trimmer, or daily skincare. Grooming is inseparable from the casual wealth package. You can wear perfect clothes, but if your skin looks neglected or you smell generic, the elusive on shatters. Drugstore choices are functional, not memorable. Mass market cologne smells like every office elevator. Cheap trimmers pull hair instead of cutting cleanly. Basic skincare does nothing for texture, tone, or aging signs. Intentional choices mean niche fragrances with complexity, professional-grade tools, dermatologist-recommended products that actually work. Scent lingers after you leave the room. Skin quality registers in every handshake and close conversation. People remember how you smell and whether your face looks maintained, or weathered. The reframe. This isn't vanity. It's asset maintenance. You're the product. Your body is the vehicle for everything you've built. Neglecting it signals you've stopped investing in yourself. Wealthy men understand this instinctively. Grooming isn't optional. It's baseline respect for the life you're living. 10th, a tailored casual button-up or linen shirt. Off the rack fails most men. Shoulders too wide, sleeves too long, bodies billowing with excess fabric. Generic sizing assumes you're average everywhere. You're not. The result? Shirts that bunch, gap, or hang like yo. You borrowed them. What makes a shirt look expensive? Collar construction that stands without stiffness. Cuffs that button cleanly at your wrist bone. Draped through the torso. Enough room to move, zero excess to bunch. Mother of pearl buttons, not plastic. Dense, breathable fabric width. Natural texture. Fit is everything. The exact same shirt tailored to your frame transforms from forgettable to sharp. Darts at the back, sleeves shortened, sides taken in. These adjustments cost $30 but trip. Look perceived value. Status note. Wealthy men tailor their casual shirts. Not just dress shirts, everything. Because they understand something most don't. Fit is the luxury. Fabric and construction matter. But perfect fit makes average pieces remarkable and great pieces unforgettable. 11th. A refined bag. Messenger, tote, or backpack. Logo plastered bags scream insecurity. Worn out canvas or fraying straps broadcast neglect. Cheap zippers, flimsy handles, sagging structure, all tell the same story. You grab whatever was cheap and convenient years ago and never reconsidered. Quality materials signal immediately. Full grain leather, ballistic nylon, heavyweight canvas with leather trim. Construction matters. Reinforced stitching at stress points, brass or stainless hardware, padded straps that distribute weight properly. The bag should hold shape when empty, no. Collapse into itself. For men over 40, functionality and aesthetics must coexist. Clean lines, minimal branding, colors that work across contexts, black, brown, navy, olive. Compartments that organize without overcomplicating. Professional enough for meetings, CAS. UAL enough for weekends. The reframe. What you carry extends your presentation beyond your body. A cheap bag undermines expensive clothes instantly. A quality bag suggests your standards are consistent across every detail. People judge what's in your hands as closet. Why is what's on your back? 12th. A signature layering piece, cardigan, overshirt, or tailored vest. Layering is where intentional dressers separate from everyone else. Amateurs wear single pieces and wonder why they look flat. Smart men add dimension through layers that create visual interest and depth. Texture and color define your layer. Wool cardigans with visible knit patterns, heavyweight cotton overshirts with subtle texture, linen blend vests in earthy tones. Stick with colors that complement your base wardrobe. Camel, olive, charcoal, rust. Versatility matters. It should work over tees, or jackets across seasons. One exceptional layer transforms everything beneath it. A plain white tee becomes a considered outfit. Basic jeans suddenly look curated. The layer adds structure, sophistication, and a finishing touch most men never think to include. Status close. This is the piece people remember you by. Not your shoes or your watch, the layer. It's distinctive without trying, refined without rigidity. It says you understand that great style is built, not bought in single items. This completes the system. These 12 items aren't a shopping list. They're a framework for intentional presence. Looking wealthy after 40 isn't about spending more. It's about choosing better. Quality over quantity. Fit over flash. Restraint over labels. This is about self-respect. Refusing to fade simply because you've aged past the point where culture pays attention. Your appearance should reflect the judgment and standards you've accumulated. Evolution doesn't stop at 40, it deepens. The men who understand this don't chase youth. They refine authority. You're not dressing to impress strangers. You're dressing to honor the man you become. If this shifted how you think about casual dressing, subscribe now so you don't miss what's next. And share this with one man who needs to hear it. Someone still dressing like comfort is the only goal. Help him level up. That's what useful elders do. See you next time.